end. In the meantime, I thought it was a good thing to welcome you to be here when you arrived. Let's wait to, yes, it is? Okay. So we are on time. Hi, how are you? So my name is Miriam, and I wanted to do some things today. It was really so good to see the different things that anyone do. Hi, Maxi. It's you? Okay, Chris, how are you? Did you have some sleep today? Hi, Jolande. Wow. It's late for you. Same thing happened to me. Hi, Barbara. Thank you, and welcome. I'm really sorry, but I need to refresh all the time the chat. So, oh, I'm glad you like it. Okay, let's start, and I think they will come. First of all, I wanted to go through my gouache pad. Those are works I made in 2020. That was the year of the pandemic. So I started, for me, a new thing, and I think it goes well with my style. This, if you can see, it's an illustration from, I think it's Acker, or Akko, how we name it. It's a city near me up north. And it's all antique and all with, it's like Jerusalem if you saw this one. First of all, for the one who don't know me, I live in Israel. So this is in Israel. So this one is from Argentina. I am originally from there. And this is a representation of my nephew and my granddaughter. And they were in a jamboree, and after that, pinball. I think that you call the place where there are for kids to jump and to be on all sort of games, and they need to take out the shoes. And after that, my nephew, that wasn't so much bigger than my granddaughter, started to help her. And it was so moving, that scene, that I took a picture in this day, and then I draw it. This one, so it says all, it's a puppy. It was because I wanted to try all sorts of things. Then the realism, it was very important for me, even though it's not like something that I'm going to put it in a museum. But as you say, Jolanda, thank you. That was the thing, to transmit something. So here you see it's pandemic. It was the time that we are we need to wear a mask, and that was something so new for us that I think that Marcus, I don't know what will happen in the generations to come with this one, but I intend to find out. This one was drawn in December 9. This is Hanukkah, when all the candles are light. And it's very common for mother and son or brothers to go to light it together. Yes, Barbara? Oh, I didn't know. No, here, what was 6 months that we don't wear mask in autobus, Maxi? I think that's correct. They start to say, okay, when you are out, you don't need, but if you enter to some place, yes. And then, no, not at all. Okay. This one is like an abstract. I intend to do 2 people, if you saw them yet. If not, I made you spoiler alert. But it's not very defined drawing. For me, it was the knowledge of the material and how it reacts. This one, this is my sister. It's copied from a picture she took with her permission. And I wanted to do the depth of the sea, that they were really under the sea. This is the surface. And I think tenemos un problema de conexión, Maxi. Hi. I have a technical problem. Are you there? Yes. Okay. My son said yes. Okay. So, the next one. The next one is very, very important to me. Some of you know, some not, that my father was an artist. Hi, Lina, thank you for coming. Really, I was so surprised, not surprised, I don't know how to express. I love your work, really. Okay. This is the representation, of course, it's not the place, but it's very accurate, of a room that my father had in her study. Thank you, Lena. Because what happened? I was born in 1960. So there was no internet. How painters found inspiration without internet, without Google to search an image? Yes, they went out a lot, and my father used to have easels for us, the kids, and all the kids, Catherine's sisters, everyone that went to that park was a painter this day. So my father had a furniture to put some folders, and in each folder he had pages. And on these pages, he glued all sorts of images that he find on magazines or newspapers. And remind me the journals, really. And my entertainment when I was very little was to go there, to take the things out and to draw. And every folder have a theme. Like now, well, another memorable, immemorable, I don't know how to say. This one I published not so far ago. It's a bird that it's very, very common here in Israel. A rare bird, but common here. We are in the way between Europe and Africa. And what happened is that we have in the fields some places that we have trees just for them, just for the species that come through our country. That's the one I really pleased too, because I wanted to do the flow of the body with the all, and I think it's oh, this one was like a negative painting, and was my first, and I didn't do another one since, but I need to, there is so much things to know. So this one I published in Facebook in day before, but this is the style I'm more comfortable. See that selection of fishes. And to do some images which have a meaning. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jelly. This one was like a card for New Year 2021, 2 years ago. This, well, what are you doing? I am searching for Nemo with this mask. Are all equal. And me that walk aside. I don't know, something that it was funny. It's funny. And this one, now they're the last 3 drawings. It's something very important to me. In this year, 2021, I proposed to my granddaughter that was 6 at the time, or 7, if she wants to tell a story, to write a book. And she gave me all the story, and there were 3 characters. That was the princess, of course, the prince, and the bad guy. And even though she's in Argentina and I am here, we communicate via WhatsApp to do the characters and to do the story. But she lost attention after a while. So maybe when she will be bigger. Okay. I intend to work too. Thank you, Janet. Well, This is a journal. I started in February 2022, is this year. That is not more this. I started to put some thought. I never did something like that. So for me, it's new. And I intend to keep trying. Here I wanted to do some tentangle or doodling or what else. Oh, there is nothing, Barbara. There is, I think that I am really prolific all the time. All the time I'm doing all sort of things. This one was when I was doing a dollhouse. So I wanted to do it in scale. So I draw the human body with all the scale. And then it was something that I was searching by internet how to do. So I made a lot of planning. Maxi, could you be so kind to give me the house? Thank you. Of course, this is the kitchen with all the measurements. In a minute, I will show you. It's not finished, but it's quite nice as it is. This is gonna be the entrance and 2 windows that I intend to do like vitrage. This is a window that I made that goes to the kitchen. This will be some days the where you keep plants. And if you see, it's have a stairs. And the materials, this is polyester condensed with paper. I know that these kind of things made by a sponge that is like insulations, but we don't have this kind of construction style here, so I couldn't find it. And I made to close with this is from earrings pieces. All this I made with a transparent disc and cardboard. Only that I made with a nice cardboard, the one you use to covers. And this is the place that is better, I think. Here, I did this one. I made it with crochet. This one was one piece of knitting that I don't have use for it, so it became the rug. And I think I have here a cushion. I need to do here reparations. Here we have this furniture. The one here is the, sorry that I put my hand, but I want to take out one. This one, you see the size? I made 4 or 5 pictures this size for the house. And this is the bathtub and all kind of things. I don't know how much you can see, and you can see it. And here, I don't know, chiquitringi, I made this is very 60s, 70s, and a couch, and a rug. And these stairs, those stairs, as you see them, if you see them, let's say, yes, here, no, not too much. Look, I cannot. I promise I will put some pictures. So in the kitchen you have these chairs and all the sink. You can't see the sink from there, but I made the sink, Maxi, thank you so much. I made the sink out of a blister of medicine. It's ideal. If sometimes you want to do things like that, we have a lot of things around us that can be for a little house. Here you see all the measurement, how much time. And here, you saw it in real life. This was when I was planning it. So not so far, huh? Here I made this with alcohol maker. That's the reason that you see it from the other side like this. This one is all the places I lived on, because all these houses that you see here, all those houses are all the places I lived. And I think, no, it's the last one is where I live now. So I was thinking about it. And maybe after that I made this one that have this little fella, you can see it, that have his own house. How can this make sense? That was my asking, my question. A fellow on a ladder with a rooster, and how make this sense? A billboard. That's the kind of humor that I have, that I amuse myself with it. Yes, I'm in Israel. Thank you, Janet, for answer. I don't see all the time. I cannot see the chat all the time. Oh, yes, Tammy? Why? More than me? And I didn't start with the schools. Too. Here I started with neurographic art. This kind of art have a therapy, meaning that you need to be licensed to do it. But I found out that have the art part, that we can use the elements of the neurographic arts and create really. So this is more doodling, but this is plain neurographic art. And if you don't know the philosophy around it, if you see every time that two lines have an encounter, you do something like rounded, to round the corners. That have the meaning of if there is a conflict when two things cross path, and the rounded thing is to avoid conflict, like to put oil in a machine that had two pieces that clash. That's it. And I don't know if you can see it well here, but all this one, the lines and the corners, it's like the mind. It's like dendritas. I don't know how to say in English, maybe dendrites. So your pathways, they say that if you put an intention before, your pathways will change. You will find new pathways. It's like to go out from a circle, like you are in and you cannot go out, and it's to find a place to go out. Then it's a lot of work, but you can do it. Okay, here I don't know what I intended to do. Here is a little something. Maybe I intended to do something like that. Okay. Here is the first time that I came out with my channel name. Of course, it's not the same logo, but it was the first time that you see, I didn't know how to write it, so I added the U after. Okay, I'm flipping it. What's that? Something that don't belong here. Here. This one I did for my channel also. This one I did one day when I went to, I live real near the sea, so I used to go there to the sunsets, and I wanted to do it with like 2 minutes drawing. After that, I made a real picture that is now in an exhibition. So this one I made along with Froile, that was part of the collage she made, and it's made with tissue paper. All sorts of ideas all the time. This one is only to separate because I don't know. Happened to you, I used medium, gel medium to glue it, and of course on it because the way I glue it. And now, no matter how much time it passed, one is like glued to the other. I don't know. Here is stencil, but with paint, no with paste, molding paste. I didn't have it at the time. This was an abstract rage. I don't know, it's not a drawing, it's a rage. What? Ah, I made amigurumi also. I almost have that for today, but I couldn't organize it. I love fish kois. And I will do them all the time in different styles with different mediums. I really enjoyed it. This one, if you see, have, if you can see, have words. And those words are for like the intention, and I put a head so you can write it to be there in the drawing or in the other side if you want. Ha! I was playing with Becca here, playing along. Okay. I think this one like this, it's better? Yes. Okay. Here I use some things I have and made it drawlash. It's correct to call it like this? Drawlash. I made up a word. As you see, there are a lot of things that it's like a, I think I have some collage in here. And I was responding to the printing's papers. Maybe. And I put some tool here and here. And the thing here is to find out the images. And doesn't matter if it makes sense. Maybe something that don't make sense now, but it will be when you finished. This is another one made with collage. And then I added the figure, I made it also. It's something, this and these are papers from a prospect from the medicines. I love those papers. I have to think that it was, I don't know, what was I thinking? This is all National Geographic. And this is a Russian book I have. Sorry, you won't see. And this is paper. Well, maybe I have a philosophical meaning to this, but I didn't know. So here is my recent, my more recent self-portrait. And that's it for this one. I just want to show you something and tell you a story. Thank you, Raul. Well, this is my first official journal I made. I made it from a box of briefs, that they have this window so you can see the merchandise. Well, I took that box, I put on it pages of a book that is in Hebrew, and sorry, I couldn't read all. Yes, we have a group of artists that emigrate to, or immigrate, no, to Israel, immigrants, yes. So this, from this point of view. And it was start as a social thing, that you come to a place you don't know no one. So it's like to integrate you to the society. But, of course, they are all artists. Yes, yes, Janet, of course. When was the inauguration of the exhibition, I took you in a live to see all the ceremony, because it was also in Hanukkah this year. So still, it's in an exhibition, one of my 5 of my paintings, and one of them is this one. I made also photography exhibitions in Argentina. Someone with curator, that it wasn't so easy to achieve this, and I have a mention even. So I'm an artist. What can I say? Yeah, that's correct. I don't know if I'm a good artist, a bad artist. I don't know. History will tell. So let's go back to this if you want. So these tags are made from actual tags from cloth that is really sturdy, and I was, I think, 4 years that I save it to this particular juncture. And I put some yarn, and these ones I made it with Fimo. And then I made a pocket here. This is Fimo too. Those two, not this one I purchased. Not this one, but all of them are paper beads. We were in the first layer that was a book, but not a page. I didn't put the page whole, but I made like a collage with pieces of papers. And then I made the same collage, but with tissue paper, this color. So the places that you have more tissue, one on the other, over the other, and you see this color, and so on. Inside, you have a pocket, and an altar pin. I laugh because I copy you. I didn't know about seeing a thing about this. I made another one pocket here that have this one, and I put a phrase that was in the book that says Lama Tzahak Atzadik, that it means why the righteous laugh. And I don't know, maybe one day I find out and I will put it here, or I put my own ideas. Why? I think I know. And here I made another pocket, and I made 3 tiny tags. Oops. From paper I made and from cardstock. And inside you can see I put in the signatures. Every signature have pages. What's that? Oops. Another koi. Like pages or plain or like this. And one page that it's printed by me in jelly print. And the story of this is not this one that I made another pocket here with this one, the feather. And I found this drawing here, just that. The thing is not this journal. As I said you, it was my first time doing journal. So I made for me, for my son, and for my grandsons, and I sent them to Argentina. I made 2 for each one. One was an envelope journal, and one was something like that without the window. And the little one, that it's 5, asked why have all this paper. And the 8-year-old one answered, without my intervention, they told me after, she put that for us to inspire. And then the both of them, they made drawings inspired by 1 or 2 of my papers, and they show me. And it was an emotional time, because when you have them so far, everything, tiny things, but this one that they took inspiration from my drawings remind me and my father, and it was emotional. So let's put this here. Now, are you enjoying? Oh, Randy. So glad you're here. You all. Sorry if I didn't see you coming and I didn't say you hi or welcome, but I don't have a technology here. I will one day. In the meantime, or I work or I see. Well, this is the next work. Thank you, Randy. So, I took another box from Cookies that you can see that is very sturdy, and also have a windows, but it was like that. Like this. Like all of this was the side, and this was really, really near the border, and here had another part. And I said, okay, all of this, it's too much. Maybe it's not, but I decided to close it. I put some gesso, But here I put another thing that I don't know where to find it, where to put it to make room for today. But there is a Jupo paper, and those are the cuts, the inner cuts of the stencils. So I have a lot. I put all of them in a jar. Every time I made a stencil with my Cricut, I have this kind of things. I don't know if you can see because I put some gesso. And Fran Baker made a cover with a dragon and with tiny pieces of eggshells. And I saw it and I said to myself, this is like Jupo, or another way around. So I thought to try to give some dimension with this one. This, I didn't cut anything. I put, because this is my beta tester. So I don't mind the forms. It's abstract. In the future, in this one test, it's okay. I intend to do to use those pieces to do real things with meaning. Okay. Now, for the inside, I made 3 signatures. I prepare. There are not all the cardstock one have 1 and 2 that maybe they could be pockets or flip-flop. I don't know. But because of the measurements of the paper I have here, I use a lot of this paper. This one is really large to put it here, but it's white. It's like what the kids used to draw. So it's Bristol, that it's a cardstock. Let's see, 2 drawings. It's okay. I think it's in all countries we have like this. I have the little one and I have these ones, and this is what I use to things that I need like bigger. Even I used that to do cards in the Cricut. Inside, I am going to put 4 pages, double pages, each signature. This one, yesterday, I started to do something like a background, because the background is like this thing, because those are the bags that I receive from the supermarket. So I save them. This one is from a takeaway. As you see, it's a craft paper. And sometimes it's a really high quality of paper. This one is from this supermarket. And as you see, in one side, as usual, you have the supermarket logo and data. And in the other side is plain. So, many, many years ago, I received an appliance at home. And with it, I made this, that is a tray to put in bed. I don't know if you can see it. This was, like this was the styrofoam. I didn't make those forms. I took advantage of them. And I did put another 2 pieces that were in the same box that I made with that the legs. But what is more important is the material with which I cover the styrofoam. And this material is this. In this case, I made a faux leather. And I made it with the same technique that we are going to use today, but with, when you put in this, in the, not shampoo, the other one, conditioner. So with conditioner, you make this one, and then you paint it to as you like. Here is better because it's not with the time. All of this, it's like ruin, but not here because it wasn't exposed. So you can see the original work I made. After I made the paper, I put it but like a collage. Little pieces and with like movement. And then I paint it with I paint and wipe, and paint different colors to do like, and a metallic, of course. Sorry about that. I need to put it away so we can start with that. In this opportunity, I don't want leather, fox leather, because what I want to achieve is a fabric-like paper that I could glue, and it will take the form of these pieces as it was an embossing. My grandfather, on my father's side, was, I don't know if it calls a binder, a person who bind books and albums. At the time, we had the long place. Now it's in fashion. Good morning, Anne. Thank you for coming. So now it's in fashion to, again, the long play. But then it was the only thing that we had, and we had all the little ones that were, I think, 45 RPM, and the big ones, that are the regular ones. And people used to buy them at first. They won't come in a hard cover as in the 60s, 70s. And there was a lot of classic music that came like in envelopes. So people used to buy albums that, let's say that this is an album. It was really, really pretty, like a book in that time, with the letters in gold. I saw as my grandfather did all the things. And then inside, it had like this color envelope, big envelopes. Every page was an envelope. And the envelope have like we do sometimes in an envelope like this with a round click. And inside the envelope, and also cut out round here, so you can see the name of the album and the artist and whatever you are going to want to find. And then you put inside like the photographies, and we have albums for long plays. And all that things my grandfather did. And really, I don't know now why I remember that, but it is. So, yes, because of the embossing. All the letters, and you can see that in the real fancy books, all the letters were in places that that is like embossed. It was the letter first, and then the gold on it. Like the printing was with the body. Okay, to achieve that, I'm going to do momigami. Maybe you know, maybe not. Maybe anyway, it's interesting to see how I put my hands on this. This is coconut oil. It's not liquid. It's something that it could be in your hands liquid, but it's really sturdy. And I don't know why I like this. I prefer this to an oil, a regular oil, but to do that, I put some on my hands. I need to tear this, I'm sorry, because and then from this corner, you take all the rage, all the things that happen to you in the day, and then you and then you open it again. You need to have a plastic surface. I have the silicone mat and the plastic cloth. It's okay. Now I'm going to put some more in my hands. If you are going to, let's say, write something, draw something, do it ahead, because it's better. I'm going to put here that still is not wet. I'm going to put something just for you to see the effect. This is Posca white, and I'm doing just 3 circles. This paper, whenever it will be ready, you could use as I'm going to use it, but you could use in a collage. The texture that have is so unique that it's perfect for the collage. In this particular time, I think it's too long. I don't want to work with that. You put in your hands, and then you do the same work. And what is in your hands goes to the paper and start to penetrate the paper. Let's do it again. In the meantime, I cannot touch the screen. I'm sorry, I cannot see you or read you. So I made myself a cozy place here. My son says that I want to take all the Bye, Shelley. Thank you for coming. And that I want to take all the house, all the place on the house. In my hand, it's a coconut oil. There are people that they do the thing with other oils. It's all over the internet, so you can find it. And I will put it in my next videos in the description if I can. Bye, Barbara. Thank you for coming. You see how it's starting to be more soft. Like it makes sense that a softener, like a conditioner, it softens the paper. The oil does the same. You can see the dimension that took those 3 circles because they pop up because the paper is darker and all the texture of the paper. I have almost no thread in my hands, but it's okay because you can do it more times. After that and before the use, you need to let this dry a little. And after it dries, it's really perfect. It makes it like translucent, you see? It's called momigami, the technique. And I don't know if it's Korean, but it's Oriental. Korean or Chinese or Japanese. I need to find out, really. I didn't study to come here. Sorry. Give me another chance. So I wanted to tell you that today I was really positively impacted. It's my first time in this event, and wasn't there even as participant ever. So it's my first time like seeing it and participated in it. And I was amazed for the quality of the works. Really, really. So talented people and so kind. And those I didn't know yet. You can see for the people around them, the people that they know. choose when to stop. Okay, let's see. Yes, Janet, of course. I'm not in a hurry today or ever. I'm impatient, I know. I'm impatient at the level that I have something in my mind, and I really, really want to see it, because I see it so clearly in my mind that it's like having it in front of me. And when I manage to do it and start to do it, I want to see it. But my resolution for this year is such as: be patient. No one is hurting you, and you have time. You can do something like I did this one, and this is an accomplishment, because all this work of preparation is an unusual. Earlier, when I was more impatient, because I'm impatient here, I used to start and finish, no matter what. And you cannot create like that. I cannot. I feel that, yes, I accomplished him, but if I just put a little more time to every part of it, first of all, I will enjoy it more, don't it? And then I will achieve better results, because I know what I can do. Oh, Becca, you are my sunshine. Thank you for being at this hour. Go to bed, go to rest, as you told me every night when I when you chat. You need your rest. Thank you. Well, this is almost what we want to achieve. We can do it another time or not. And you know what? When I decide something like this about the patients, I don't know what I will find on the way. Like right now, I find something that I didn't thought about it. And it's real, because my father once told me a story. It was the time I was younger, and I was in Argentina, and my father was alive. And he had, at the time, shopping of furniture that he made, itself. And I was in a sales group. I was the leader of the group. And we went house to house to sell some medical insurance. So we have a map and a place to go. In the morning, our supervisor said, when you took your group to this place, you took to this place, And this day, we needed to go to the same place that my father had the shop. So, okay, I don't know where, here. So, I told them when we were in that block, we are going to visit my father. And so we did that. And my father insists for us to stay a while. He was boring, bored. So we told him, no, we need to go because we need to make the quote. We have some people, two, three, anyone had a number of people to solve the insurance for a day, for a week. Okay. So my father that saw us that we rushed to sell, to accomplish the day. My father said, sit. I am going to tell you a story. And in this story was a rabbi, and was a little town in Europe where this man, Moichik, lived. And Moichik need to earn money to her family, so was in a rush and walking. So the rab that was behind him said, Mochik, till he hear it and stops. Yes, what, Rabbi? I am in a hurry. I need to bring the salary, the earnings to my family today. I need to do it. So he said, and why are you running? Maybe your salary is not ahead of you, but behind you. But you ran so fast that he couldn't reach you. So this is the story. Sorry for my language, my English, but I tried to make it as good as I could. But that reminds me always when I rush through life, drawing, sometimes we have so much worries in the head that we cannot enjoy what we have in front of us. So with drawing, with craft, with art, you can achieve. Maybe you are technically perfect. You studied 25 years and you went to Europe to see the masters, okay? So you can achieve something really good, even if you are in a rush. But what would happen if you wouldn't be in a rush? Maybe it was something that you can find out in the middle of this process only if you keep your step a little bit, how do you say that? Like take time to breathe, to enjoy what you are doing. And every stroke to permit to every stroke to have the unintentional part. So I don't say chaos or structure. I say there is a path in the middle that you can transit, and then you found something that you didn't know it was there. Okay, enough philosophy. Let's see something else. I'm not sure yet, but I want to incorporate in every one of these signatures. I wanted two things. One is one of prints. So I have prints usually in some different materials. This is rice paper. I use a lot of rice paper because I like the way this paper behaves when you made a collage. But, okay, this is Breyer's offs that if you see them, now I can see some themes here. I don't know if you see the three of them. Let's see, I need to put it, yeah. So you will see those two. So I see a face, even though it's not rounded. You have the neck and you have the face. This one too. But we all tend to see faces, I know. And this is my rush interpretation. Then if you take your time, you will find some different colors. So you can put it in a journal as is. You can use it in a collage. You can use it to base for a drawing, a painting, whatever. This is wax paper. This is one wax paper was recommended by PMRT Studio, and I bought it, and I'm doing my testing runs. This, I think it's cardstock, but it's not the same we saw earlier. These one are stencils, and my stencils, if you can see, are cacti. Some prints don't make sense, mainly because I didn't put the right color or contrast, but they are bases for anything you want to do. Okay, what I wanted to do with that is not to show them, but to choose, maybe to decide. These ones I want to put there. These ones. This is also a stencil of mine that I'm designing for PMRT Studio, if they consider to put it. And I think there are three. Can't be more accurate. So I made a mistake now because, wait a minute, I don't want this to fall to the, okay, it's going to fall. Yeah. My mistake was to leave here, this here, even though there is not a lot of oil that, because all the paper absorbs it, but it's not to put some things on it. Okay. So we have three. So Let's see. One possibility, to cut it and to glue it. Second one, this could be in the middle, even though it's not, we can cut it or not. And what do you say? Of course, without it. I can do like this and put another one here to be here. I have pockets here, here, and here. And if I don't like this, I can put another paper here from a same color or a contrasting color. Love it. Let's put it here. And now I'm going to tell you another idea I have. And you will see this in the making in Facebook or in my channel. This is a window. So I wanted to do a little doll or even two that are doing something, but they appear through the window. I'm going to do here the window as it should be. And what I don't know yet, if I'm going to do this in crochet, like amigurumis. Thank you, Maxi. Or if I'm going to do it with fabric, like sewing, or maybe a mix of them. What I want to put there, I don't know. I think it would be here. I can put one outside and one inside. I have these ones that are free-form crochet, it calls. I just started with it, but it's very satisfactory, and you don't need to bother for a template or something. Yes, it is. And I thought they would be good pockets for a journal. So I'm going to use them, maybe here, or maybe, yes, I can sew it to the paper that I'm going to put on the cover, because I cannot sew to this cover. It's too sturdy. But really, I enjoy to do things like that. This is part of the amigurumi. I have no room for all the things. But as you see, my taste is eclectic. I purchased once a 3D pen. This my son made for me. It was a heart, but okay. And I think I have some ideas to do like stamps. I don't know. I think it's versatile enough to do a stamp, something that leave the mark. Not the stamp to, maybe more a mask. I don't know. I need to try. And okay, my I have this is like a horseshoes. Let's do some. Hi. Okay, I want to show you some of my study. Here is the place this is my desk, and I made this one thing to have a second floor. And this is... Oh, te pregunta si el tiempo está lindo. Ah, okay, sorry. I intervene, sorry. This is the furniture I made this week because I have no place to put the things, and this is a drawer. And this one I made some time ago. It's resin. This is, this one is 3D pen and then resin. So I have, of course, like this a lot. Here you see my display. This is another one that I made to put the papers. As you see, I don't mind if it's without cover, but the thing is to use the cardboard that came with the appliances and such things. There I have my all the things I made, like pictures. A lot of them are not here because they're in the exhibition. There I have some pictures I made, I canvas to do, and draws and things, with a lot of things. There, it's puppets that I made with foamy. Yes, you can do it with foamy. I was with Miss Gigi. Mrs. Gigi, invited me to the channel because before I start to... Yes, Janet, I tried to. It's like me. And she invited me to the stream before I started to stream. And then we made this. And it's the house. This is a picture of my father did. There is another one there. And my Cricut, my printer. There is a box with all the fabrics. And here is my sewing machine and a lot of things. So this is my place. And this is me. After a night without sleeping. Okay. Well, so we have time, huh? Not a lot, but I think I'm going to prepare these other ones. Let's see. First of all, the magic yes, I did it again. Sometimes, I don't know if it happened to you, I made something and I want to replicate and I can't. And as you saw that I count the houses I lived on, that is one of the reasons of my variety of works I have in my life, like instability. But not because I wasn't stable, but that was the model I have. A model where the places and people that come with them and everything could be desechable, I think. Well, I think it's a good one. Let's see what material do you want for this thing. Because I saw today a lot that people put elastic to their journals so they can add pages and take it out to work. What I don't know if first they bind every signature with himself, because if I want to take it off, this fell apart. So I don't know. Maybe you know, you can tell me or leave me comments in the rerun. But I like so much this. So I definitely not going to bind it permanently. And I think it's okay. You can see it. It's okay, 3, because we are going to add things. So now the purpose of this journal. I'm going to put a purpose to this journal. I am going to do what I told to myself and to you this day. Okay. Thank you, Janet. Yes, that's what I thought, that maybe some things I'm going to bind and some things I can add even if everything is binded. What I cannot do so easily is to take it off. I own my mistakes, so I won't take pages off. Okay, so binding. You won't believe it, but I have also a binding kit. How much time do I have? Oh, less than half an hour, huh? Okay. So, don't think I'm going to do all of them, but maybe, first of all, I try to put the same amount of paper in one side and the other. There. So I can put this one on, even though if it's binded, yes, it's better. So what do you say? Nothing fancy. I think I'm going to do in the middle 2 and then just for this not to be apart. Yes, in the middle is fair. So what we need to do is like that. I'm going to use this one. Never used. First time. Let's see that you can see. Yes, you can see. Okay. Then, this is in centimeters is 19. To know, and for you to know, I don't know if you have this kind of rules. When you want to convert from inches to centimeters, you have it all in this kind of rule. Let's see if you can see it. Okay. Here we have inches, and here we have centimeters. Here, you see. Then, if I want to tell you how much in inches is 7.5 and one more line. That I don't know how you said this, but it's like that here. Been this the 7. Never mind. It's my journal, not yours, so yours will be another measure. So what we need to do, first of all, to take this out and this out either. That is the time I am starting to make a mess around me. And now I realize that is the time I rush through it. That's it. What I need, and I don't have it, is something to put here. So I'm going to grab went. Yes, I know what to use. Yes. It wasn't the intended thing, but you can use it. This is sponge. The thing, I have a synthetic sponge and it's large, so is what I use to bind, to do the holes. So let's separate. This is 19, all are the same. If you want to do it more accurately, you have this one. So you align the multiple pages in one end only. That's all your worries, to align the 3 corners. Then you put this one here. I have another one This is this kind. It came with the set. Didn't use it yet. Then you align the opposite. Let's put this one here. Then you see this must be aligned too, but it's easier to align them now. Of course, you can do it without doing this. But we are going to do it. Yes, I have another one here, the last one. Okay. Here. When you are certain that this is, you can do it. And now we are going to open it. You can put also a book open like this and put the pages inside. Then I am going to mark the middle. So only if I have something to mark it, huh? Yes, 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 9. It's 18 and 9.5 is the middle of 19. And we told we are going to do something really, really like 2 from here and 2. Here we have 3 places, 3 holes I'm going to do. This one I put aside because it's a fragile paper, so I don't want to ruin it. First, I'm going to do these ones. So you put the place you want to cut the hole. You put it on, where is it? Oh. We cannot do it. Yes, we can. Here. This one, I bought all of these because of it. So it was better. I had wax thread. I already had wax thread at home, but I have more variety now of colors. I think I'm going to use this one because the color of my paper craft, and yes, I think it's okay. This one and white, I can use anything, but it's contrasting, so it's okay. I think that 2 will be enough, 2 lengths here, but I'm going to put 3 because I don't want to be short. So, you didn't see here, I have another 2 places with all kinds of things. I have my paintings in my right hand, I have two here. This one and this one. Here are all my paintings, and here are paintings, new paintings. And here are miscellaneous like glue and scissors and everything. Okay, now you know all my secrets. Okay, let's do it. You see? I don't want to be subtle with this. There. Okay. Now I can put this in place. Okay. I need this one too, first of all. Almost missed this one. Okay. Let's see. It's a pity that I'm going to, it will be behind it. So here we have almost 20 centimeters. What I do when it's almost, I put the ruler in the middle. So the 20 will be out, but also the 0 will be out. So, and then I make believe that I have the accurate measurement. So 2 centimeters is almost an inch, but it's okay. It's aleatory. You don't need to do this particular measurement. You don't need to do anything, in fact. Okay, I think let's do it. With my hand, I am putting the sponge in place. You cannot see it, but I do. And now we have what we want. We have these ones, you see, that is aligned. And this, it's a 1/4 centimeter. Okay. Now you need to see something. This, I don't know if all of them I want to cover, because it have a omnibus and it have a food that I can convert in something else. So I don't know if all of them. So you need to decide which one will be, because I can put it here like this. And I intend to put all of them to see it properly. But if I don't pay attention, I can bind it and then open and see that, okay? But it's an exaggeration, because to bind I need to open, but if I'm in a rush, I could not see it. And now we'll see how much do we have here. And here we have 18 and a half. So 18 is 9 and a half is 1/4, 9 and 1/4 here, and 2 centimeters to this, and 2 centimeters to that direction. And you cannot see clearly because of the marker, sorry, but are 3. And now I'm going to do it really, really, really carefully. I don't think I'm going to do with something. Yeah, I was right. Without the sponge to this, because this wax paper is really delicate and you don't need backing to do it. Here, with the needle, we are going to do it. Here I have a needle. I know that there are, yes, here. These round needles, I think it's okay for another like kind of work in binding, but not to this one. To this one, we need tapestry needle, but it's okay if it is right one, or I don't know how to tell. Okay, we lost our thread for the one that doesn't know me. I'm in a wheelchair, not all the time. I can walk but not stand like a minute. So I need a wheelchair to be at home, to go out. Then whatever it goes to the floor, I cannot reach it. So I have this thing. Plim, 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 plim. And the other side like this. So whatever I do here, it repercutes in here. But if there is a thread, only with the broom, we cannot. Oh, okay. Now we are in trouble because what is in the floor? My thingy to catch things. We call it the agarra garra in Spanish, but not a proper Spanish, but slang. Not slang, I think it's Castellano, that it's not so formal like the Spanish. And is the language in Argentina. And agarra is to catch. So, what are we going to do? If we enter from here, yes, so the nut will be inside. So I enter in the middle, then through this one, in the middle also, and then this one in the middle. I know that people used to just leave a piece and that's it, and they work with this all the time. But I am going to take this off and put it here, just to work more comfortably, that this I can do whatever with my thread, that it won't go out. So, like this. Now, I don't think we need this one, but don't bother me to leave them a little bit more. So now I need to be sure that everything is like together, but pay attention not to move, because you see, I don't know if you can see here, it turns a little bit. I don't know if it's the more intelligent thing to do to put this fragile paper in the outside, but it's done. Here. Now I choose one of the directions, because we have 3, so can be this one first. You enter, and you are going to exit within the first one, so all the way to this one. I'm taking this paper apart a little bit, not to tear it. Yes. And the other one, like that. Now we have this one. And we are going to put this in the middle again. Sorry, I cannot work if not see what I do. But you can see I have this one and this one. And this one I can straighten from inside. Now they are okay, both of them. And then I am going to go to the other side. I am freeing this one, and then I do a knot. Now it's up to you if you want to leave, to cut, to leave, to put some beads. In the meantime, I'm going to leave to equal. Well, I'm going to take this off as there. We have our first signature complete, and I'm going to put it inside again because I am afraid I'm going to ruin something. Yes. Now I'm going to put, you see, I put everything in place. It's because when I am creating, I can have a lot of things here. And if you are going to see, or you saw my streams, you see that at last I'm searching, yeah, papers, and I'm searching, where is my scissor? And yes, it's, I work from, I went to school, but in the holidays I work with my father, and it's the first thing that he told me about work. First, you take things off the shelves, and then you don't finish the work until you put everything out. You see, this one thing that is new, it's outside. Fortunately, we can put it here, even though I already made here. It's inside. Okay. So I don't think we have time. Who is next? Let's see the chat. Maybe you. Thank you and welcome. Becca, what are you doing here? Janet. Okay. You have the next to go? Yeah, Janet, you are next? To see, I need to go out. So, bye. I hope you found it. Janet is next. Perfect. Janet, I am going to go there. Bye all. Thank you for coming. Yes, I know how to find her too. Bye, Lori. Thank you so much for this. Love you, Beth. You're so kind. Bye.